anyone who watched Tom Aspinall work in training and during his amateur and early pro career felt like they were looking at a future UFC heavyweight champion. Tom Aspinall has every skill you would want from a big man. Moves exceedingly well. His speed is going to be a real problem in theory for the opposition tonight. And most of these heavyweights just are not as fleet of foot. That says nothing of his grappling game. This is the longtime grappling coach for Team Cowbon. He has every skill in his mixed martial arts arsenal, and scary proposition for the rest of the heavyweight division. He ain't getting worse. So here he is, one of the consensus greatest of all time, the newly minted UFC heavyweight champion, Jon Bones Jones. And I think by and large, this sport is better when he is in it. Tonight, he tries to successfully defend his UFC heavyweight title.
Yeah, Jon Jones at heavyweight is something that we have waited for a really long time. And to say that he delivered would be a massive understatement as he won the fight the way that he did. Jon Jones, once again, building on such a strong legacy.
You guys relish fight night as much as Jon Jones. You see him grinning ear to ear as soon as he hits the tunnel. We'll see how it goes in title defense number 1. Jon Jones, one of the greatest of all time, has graced the octagon yet again. Johnny Bones is ready to fight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. All right, now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! Live for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Tom Aspinall. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Jon Bones Jones.
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the octagon. Right back at the O2 Arena here in London, England, and man, are you royalty around these parts. I mean, you can barely make your way to the octagon tonight.
John, oh stop, John, oh stop, John, oh stop. Okay, maybe in England, they might love you more, DC.
All right, no surprise to see Johnny Bones Jones open with some of those long-range weapons and finding some early success in this one.
That's exactly what he does. He throws the front kick to the leg, and he throws those lead kicks to the body. He's long, he's 6'4" for the weight class, and he has learned masterfully how to fight with his height and his range. All those long-range weapons are Jon Jones' calling card.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Trying to go to the body now with the kick. That one misses. Whiffs on that offering. Nice crack there. Whiffs on the elbow. Circling away towards the left now. Guillotine jump.
Aggressive defense wins this transition.
Excellent ground and pound there by Aspinall. All right, he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this.
Yes, they have to be mature about the fact that this is a real fighting position, and the guy on top has a lot of opportunities to finish. If he's going to attack this north-south choke, he's got to drive that shoulder deep into his neck, really start to sink his weight away, which will in turn cut the oxygen from his opponent, allowing him to get the finish. This is a terrible position.
Big strikes continue to land. Ooh, good armbar attempt here. Ooh, that's tight. I'd be tight.
It's starting to get really tight in there. Working hard for the armbar. He has got to get his hands unlocked if he wants to find his finish.
Oh, he got out. North-south position now. 10 seconds to go in round one. Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up.
So look for your scrambles, look for your sweeps, look for your reverses. Good guard.
All right, so there's the end of the round. You know, few things more exciting in mixed martial arts than a submission, and he nearly had one there.
He almost had it. He had it locked in. He thought the fight was over, but his opponent was able to escape. But the next time, if he goes back to that position, maybe he gets the finish he wants so bad.
All right, let's get to round two. Beautiful straight punch there by Aspinall. Now he touches him with the left. Side kick is true. Oh, nice land there by Johnny Bones. Mike Winklejohn told me before the fight you haven't seen 30% of what Jon Jones does in the gym, and starting to show you some of those new wrinkles here tonight.
Great timing on that double leg.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Jones. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. All right, so he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. If you're the top fighter in this situation, what are you trying to do offensively?
I'm trying to force some sort of action from my opponent. You want him to turn to his knees to either give you the guillotine choke or allow you to try to chase the back. It's a tough position to control in, but there are options for finishes and there are options for positional advancement if you're patient. Now he's going full mount.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Jones is in half guard.
Oh, right to the mount. Oh, he got to a spot.
Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Jones. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. And very effective with the ground and pound. winding down in round 2. In the books.
Nice job last round. Take a deep breath and relax. All right, this next round, we want to do the same thing. Let's get this fight back down to the ground, and then we're in your world.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with this 3rd round of this championship fight. Oh, and he caught the kick. Well, you didn't see a lot of the head kick there as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night. Oh, look at that. Oh! Oh, nice left jab. Gotta be careful here. Beautiful transition.
Aspinall's in half guard. Closed guard here. He's very comfortable here working off of his back, DC. Oh, gotta protect your neck. Guillotine choke is locked in.
He's getting very close to finishing the submission.
Oh, look at this. Jumps over into side mount to try to counter the guillotine. Maybe going with that Von Flue choke, or I guess we should probably call it the OSP at this point. Oh, he's able to get out.
Well, good job. It looked like he was going to tap with his left hand, but instead, he bridged off to the right and turned back into him to release some of the pressure on the Von Flue choke. Beautiful defense.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Jones. All right, half guard for him here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back to position, build posture again, throw big strikes, and just really wear him down with a really secure position in half guard.
Jones is right back to the full mount.
Nice transition.
Hands up, watch the jab. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground. That's very important.
Relentless pressure from the top by Jones. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Jones. Oh, looked like that strike from the bottom fighter got the crowd's attention. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, heading back to the corner now, and we will keep a close eye on things. Aspinall's got a cut to deal with above the eye, or perhaps better put, the cut man has got to deal with it. We'll see if he can stop the bleeding. All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs, and in survival mode, luckily he made it to the end of that round.
You ready? You ready?
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, So here we go with our 4th round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you gotta change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight. So you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready to go the next 10 minutes. Guard. And now, I think he's looking for a submission. He's going to start to chase the arm triangle.
Oh, look out, folks. That is tight.
It looks like it's getting going.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed. That was nice.
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Oh, heavy shots raining down.
Oh, right into mount. In the half guard.
Jones is back in full mount. Just over 2 minutes to go in the round. Good work from the top here by Johnny Bone. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Holy somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Oh!
He did a great job of reversing the position, using the opening that his opponent gave him to shut him off and get back up.
Strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Lands a big elbow there.
Oh, nice right hand.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Throws that teeth.
Landing massive shots.
So far, a frantic pace as expected. Aspinall's in half guard. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, back to the stools between rounds. That gives us time to look back at some of the replays, including some of those strikes that caused the damage, particularly to his forehead.
Damage to the forehead. Expect a lot of blood, but when you look at him, he looks like he still wants to be in there. It does not seem like the blood is affecting him. Now, you could want to be there as much as you want to, but you got to do things better defensively, or ultimately he's going to get you out of there. He's got to move his head, he's got to stay off the center line, and he's got to press forward, put his opponent on his heels.
All right, put well. All of a sudden, we got a new... We'll see if he can finish. He's looking for that left hand. Not there. Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
Oh, guillotine here. Yep, that guillotine's deep. Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
It's work. I'm going to stand this up.
While sometimes our stat guys are stingy with the submission attempt numbers, there have been a lot of them here. Submission defense has held up every step of the way.
Yeah, he's a great grappler, and he's really, really good defensively because he is so aware of all situations.
Oh, big shots here. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Aspinall working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Johnny Bone.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought.
Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. Aspinall getting absolutely worked from the top here on the wrong end of nearly all of these ground and pound strikes. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Jones is right back to the full mount here. 1 minute to go in the fight. Aspinall's in half guard now. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Nicely done. All right, so the championship fight goes the distance as we get you some highlights here, and I do believe the champion will walk out the way he came in as the undisputed best in the world.
He is one of the most talented mixed martial artists we have ever seen in the UFC's octagon. He takes every challenge head on, and tonight he got pushed, but I think he did just enough to maintain his title.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 49-45, and 49-46. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Jon Jones!
All right, so you heard it there from Bruce. Congratulations to Jon Jones, your winner tonight by decision. Had to dig deep at times against a credentialed opponent, but result usually the same. A W for Johnny Bones Jones.
Championship medal is what this guy has built his entire career on. His ability to withstand the pressure of the big moment. Once again, in the big moment, he thrives and wins another massive decision over another very tough opponent.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like this matchup for him, and those people are ripping up their betting tickets as we speak. Congratulations to Jon Jones.